Coming up in a few minutes here on SoCalCollegeSports.com, Game 3 on the day 1 of the 2018 3C2A Volleyball Championships, live from Solano College. The Renegades and the Rams. Bakersfield, the 2 seed from the south, the 3 seed from the north, Fresno City. Winners of it all a few years ago. Join myself, Robert Lewis, Nabil Mardini, coming up in a few minutes. And we head to Game 3 on the day 1 of the 2018 3C2A Women's Volleyball Championships. We're live from Solano College. Mike Cepeda joined alongside Nabil Mardini. We'll be joined shortly by Robert Lewis. Happy you joined us, everyone. Spread the word. www.socalcollegesports.com. Also on our YouTube channel, you have a YouTube-enabled device, smart TV, laptop, tablet, PC, you name it. YouTube app, SoCal College Sports 1. You can catch us on the go, broadcasting worldwide. And got a pretty good matchup here coming up. Bakersfield and Fresno City, the Renegades and the Rams. And both teams undefeated in their respective conferences. And that Central Valley Conference, a massive one, 9 teams in the league. 18-0 on the season for Coach Kieran Robley and Fresno City College.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a good match. Both teams are very well coached. Obviously, I know Coach Carl personally.
Carl Ferreira. You guys know each other pretty well.
Yes, I do.
Head coach for Bakersfield College. Bakersfield, the Renegades, they will feature 2 of the top hitters in the state of California, Lainey Camarillo and Penelope Zepeda. No relation. Marina Gonzalez and Carrie Leak, also Mia Caripo. 359, 268, and 245 kills respectively on the season. Starting for Fresno City, it's Marina Gonzalez, Mia Caripo, Carrie Lake, Abby Briggs, Katie Emmerling, and Julie Castleman. For Bakersfield, it'll be Cora Garcia, Penelope Zepeda, Sarah Armendariz, number 10, Sarah Lopez, number 12, Orion Bain, number 20, Lainey Camarillo, and number 23, Bianca Logston. We're set and ready to go here.
If things are going in form, the 2 first-team All-Americans were eliminated. Mapu Sakona for West Valley and Fina Leilua of El Camino. And the other first-team All-Americans in this match, Bakersfield's Sarah Armendariz.
Very true.
Armendariz, 924 assists on the season. Expect her to show well here. We are underway in Game 3 of the quarterfinal. And it's a roll shot early on for Bakersfield, and Penelope Zepeda gets things started off. One nothing, and Zepeda off of the mark, goes a little past the end line. 1-all. Coach, what can we expect from both teams?
You know, I think, I haven't seen, this is the first time I see both teams, but I know Carl is very big on serving and passing. So I think his serve receive, as you see the libero passing the ball here.
Outside, it's a great high hand swing on the outside.
So I think
for the
ball
Renegades.
control.
That was Lainey Camarillo. Yeah, you got to win the serve and pass battle. Any coach will tell you that. It's almost like
it's given. You got to give to give your team the best chance to win. You got to win that battle.
You got to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's an overpass there. Going to result for Fresno City. Carrie Leak. Two all, back and forth we go. Early set 1. One more game today. It'll be Cypress and the top seed of the North, Gavilan. Right now, the Renegades and the Rams. Renegades in the white, the Rams in the red. That one off the block, not down. Far side, this is Emmerling. Emmerling looking for a placement, can't find the hardwood. Swing is there. The dig is there for Fresno City. Off the high hands and down, and it's going to be a kill for Marina Gonzalez.
One big factor for Bakersfield, you'll notice there's a missing player in their lineup, Jessica Morante, 412 digs. She was their libero for the whole season, even through the regionals, and she's out today. And the reason why she's out today is she is attending her sister's wedding in Bakersfield. And that means that a brand new libero, a player who had not played libero all year, Corey Garcia, is right now playing for him at the key libero position.
You know, it reminds me a little bit shades of when Vince Carter missed a playoff game for the Raptors.
Well, Nabil Mardini could do a little bit better. Tell him the story.
In 2008, we were the team to beat, according to many people, and I missed my best player because she had a debutante ball.
Yeah. You know, sometimes those opportunities and events only come up once in a lifetime, and we play on. A nice rally made. Joust ball to the net. That's going to be won by Emmerling.
Well, I think that's always going to be an issue of family versus team, right? I mean,
absolutely.
When you get right down to it, you know, maybe you're letting down your family, but it's hard to let down 11 or 15 teammates, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
very tough.
It's tough to. You know, you're going to be related to one for the rest of your life, and you know
that's true too.
And, you know, hey,
that's true too.
Doesn't take anything away from her accomplishments.
And
on
remember
the season.
that I'm assuming, Carl, that he probably played this libero just to kind of get her ready. But remember, you did this while the other libero is on the bench. One thing when she's present on the bench, and another thing it's when she's not. So I don't know how this is going to affect the psyche of the team. We shall find out.
Yes, we will. And right now, Bakersfield neck and neck with Fresno City. Remember, Fresno City won it all a couple years up at L.A. Pierce, or down to L.A. Pierce, I should say.
Yes.
We had that for you. I believe that was part of the first time they had went to the 18 format.
Yes.
Now a 3-day event instead of a 2-day event. Big reason why. Obviously, you want a little bit more rest, a little bit more higher quality volleyball. Seen some errors early on, some early jitters, but overall, a great matchup coming off of El Camino being dispatched by ARC.
Absolutely. What this allows you to do now is play one match at a time, worry about one opponent at a time. You get to go back to the hotel and watch more film and scout more. So
Zepeda down the line. Five all. Bakersfield holding their own early here. They are the 2 seed from the south. Fresno City very game, coming in 27-3 on the year. That one down.
That's a big attack.
Big time from Camarillo. Laney.
One thing's for sure that this match is going to decide. There's 2 very long winning streaks going on. You got 19-match winning streak for Bakersfield, 25-match win streak for Fresno City College.
25, wow.
They were at one time, how's this, 2-3 to start the season, and they're here at the state championship.
Yeah, they dropped games to American River, who just dispatched El Camino in these championships, Gavilan and Hartnell, and then they run the table. They only dropped, I think they dropped about 6 sets en route to going 25 in a row. So Fresno City gelling at the right time, and it helps early, especially from a coaching standpoint, to play really tough competition early, because that's only going to get you better as the season goes along.
Absolutely, and I said it before, it's okay to play more than 2 matches at the beginning of the season, but once you get to the playoffs, no team should play more than 1. But for sure, you need to be battle-tested to be ready for these matches.
7 all.
One thing for Fresno City is they're playing in a conference that several teams are frankly weak. And what it means is they got to play twice against 8 teams. So it's 16 matches of their season are in that Central Valley. And the best team after Fresno this year was Merced. And Merced was not a state top 25 ranked team.
No.
And not to take anything away from College of the Sequoia, which made the playoffs. And they were the 3rd place team from the Central Valley. But that tells you that Fresno City has to play teams outside their conference just to be competitive.
Absolutely.
And stay competitive. And now here they are winning 2 regional matches. That says a lot about Karen Roby, the head coach.
Absolutely.
Big serve. Set up nicely by the Renegades. Back row attack. Yeah, we've seen a lot more bigs lately, especially in the last match. When you have Fina Leilua, and obviously a huge athlete out of the back row, and we're going to see some athleticism out of the back row for Fresno City.
Yes, I saw even the D attack from Bakersfield not too long ago.
Now, Coach, when you say the D attack, what are you referencing?
The D attack is hitting back row on the right side of the court, behind the setter. So basically you have a D, you have a pipe, And a lot of people call it the A, which is on the left side of the court,
Gotcha.
the back row attacks.
Bain got the kill there.
Good rally here. Kept alive at the net. Outside, Camarillo with a roll shot. This is going to score. See some really good swings early here from Lainey Camarillo.
Yes, that was a very smart shot down the line. One thing I don't see a lot of athletes do is hitting down the line.
Nabil also, it's a kind of an interesting matchup only in the respect that Fresno and Bakersfield really are not that far from each other.
They're not.
And in football, it was once a big-time rivalry.
Very true.
Bakersfield and Fresno.
Yeah,
so
very
now
true.
Here they are on a volleyball court, so we'll see how the fan base is in this match, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they don't play each other in the off-season. Or not the off-season, I mean the preseason.
Right, the preseason,
yeah.
right. But I think Bakersfield does a good job of scheduling high-quality opponents in the preseason. They have a similar issue in the Western State in the crossovers.
Absolutely.
Some of the crossovers, and I know you knew that at Pierce.
Absolutely.
And Bakersfield, this seems to be, they wanted to be their year, right? And,
well, it's
19-match win streak, and they were ranked. We had them ranked in the top 3 all year long.
You know, Coach Call does an outstanding job training his team. Like I said, I know him personally. I know what he does in the gym. And he always, I can tell you one thing, whatever talent he has on the team, he gets the most out of it.
That's a sign of a good coach.
You're going to have to beat that team.
Yeah, they're not going to beat themselves. You're going to have to beat them right now. They got a 3-point lead.
You do, absolutely.
That's the reason why they're 25-1 on the year, and their only loss came to Long Beach City, and Long Beach City not here. And they got a pretty good winning pedigree from the coaching ranks on the women's side.
Absolutely. It's a great serve down the line.
Handled pretty well. That sets up. Bump set near side. This is Caripo, and Caripo almost scored. Great save. Camarillo blocked back over. Carrie Leak.
Tallest player on the floor, that's for sure.
Both teams are trying to go fast. Well, Bakersfield more so than Fresno, to the left side.
Really trying to set up Camarillo with those quick sets. Lead down to 2 here for the Renegades. Fresno City serving. That's a great pass outside. Camarillo again blocked back over, but kept alive.
That's a double. You can double.
You can double off
the
of
first
net.
Contact. Yeah,
gotcha.
That's the first contact.
That's a great dig. Near side. That one blocked back over and denied is Sarah Lopez. I got to tell you, Cora Garcia looking pretty good early on. She's had a couple outstanding digs. Unfortunately, unable to capitalize that time. Keeping her team in system, obviously that's the focal point of any libero. Outside, Camarillo again, good swing, not down. Opportunity here, a leak. Now check that was Caripo on the kill.
Just like in the last match when American Rivers was the number 2 seed for the North and El Camino the number 3 in the South, but El Camino clearly had been the stronger team in the regular season based on their, not only win-losses, but the fact that they won their conference. American River was a second-place team.
Big swing from Caripo.
In this match, you have Fresno is a curious seed as a number 3. They were a number 6 seed in the region, but if you look at it from another standpoint, I mean, they could have just as well been in the top 3 or 4.
Absolutely.
The Rams rumble to a 12-11 lead in a quick spurt. Timeout. Renegades will do the same. 12-11, back and forth we go. Game 4 of the day, set 1. Pretty good nip and tuck battle by both teams. Fresno City and Bakersfield. Camarillo swings away, not much on it though. There's a slide and there's a kill. Carrie Leak. Much like we saw Jacqueline Wolf for IVC, how about Carrie Leak getting up?
I'm positive that Fresno did their homework, and that's why they're probably serving the libero.
Not a bad pass from Camarillo. Sets up Zepeda out of the back row. That one's in, well placed by Zepeda. Penelope Garcia will come out. Bain back into the contest, serving. They set up one-on-one outside. The set really not there.
That set died inside the antenna. It was very tight.
Yeah, Emmerling. Well, they did a really good job of sending Leak back. It set up one-on-one on the near side, but the set was not there, and we're tied up at 13-all. Great pass, bump set near side. Carippo can't put it away, but it eventually finds the wood.
Don't forget that Leak is a second-team All-American. This is one of the great players in the state.
That setup for Fresno doing a good job getting her team out of bad passes, giving the hitters hittable balls.
Kenedy McDonald serving for the Rams. I think that might have gone out. Garcia misplays it. Zepeda with a swing on it. Quick step close. It's a good roll shot there from Lopez. Back row off of a touch. And out of the back row, that was Kenedy McDonald. There's a lot of out-of-system play here, but it's benefiting Fresno right now.
Interesting. They're both kind of serving area 6 a lot, as we see right here.
Another touch, this time in favor of Bakersfield. They get the side out. In comes Cheyenne Baez. Nice pass, Leak goes up to get it. Puts it over. Zepeda goes short. Bump set far side. They're looking for the back line. Zepeda right there. Bump set, Camarillo with the left hand. A great save. Gonzalez saves it for Fresno.
Katie Emmerling.
Emmerling finishes it off.
A few overpasses by Bakersfield cost some points here. They just need to do a better job keeping the ball on their side.
Shoring it up right now is exactly what the Renegades need. Fresno City capitalizing. Credit to them. They got a 2-point lead. Campisi. Camarillo blocked back over. The roof in full effect. Abby Briggs. Briggs and Emmerling on the far side.
You know, Fresno really is on a roll. I mean, this is a team, remember, in the overall, this is a team that swept both their regionals, whereas a lot of teams went through 5 sets, 5-set matches, and were extended. They swept Hartnell.
Armendariz with the setter dump, a beauty.
I think they ought, like you said, it's a sleeper because they don't play in a very tough conference, so they end up.
Right. You look at their size. I mean, they have size. They got some players.
Absolutely, they do. That's a good deep serve.
Nice kill.
Through the block and down. Marina Gonzalez brings the hammer and powers it through.
Gonzalez, had 12 kills and 17 digs in the Hartnell win.
Yeah, wins over Hartnell and San Mateo for Fresno City to punch their ticket here to the quarterfinals. That one on top, but not down. Back set, big swing, and through the block. That's Castleman.
You can see Fresno's strategy in the serving is to serve the left side hitter or the right side hitter. So the pin hitter that's in the serve-receive lineup is the person that they are serving.
Emmerling, that's a tough float serve. A lot of power, a lot of pace on it. It's a 5-point lead for the Rams. 25 straight.
Yes.
Timeout, Renegades. The Rams in firm control here in set number 1. Bakersfield won't go away quietly, though. Armendariz sets up Zepeda now in the front row. That one's dug out. Near side, Gonzalez not down, though. Garcia bumps it over. Free ball situation. Little overpass on a free ball, and you just can't have it, but Fresno able to capitalize and still score.
Coach Mardini, I know earlier we talked about when the player misses, and you have to replace a player in the lineup this late in the stage, but it's got to affect Bakersfield a little bit. I mean, it didn't affect you and Pierce, not just because, not so much about the talent of the player, but about the team chemistry.
Absolutely. Like I said, this is, especially the libero position, such an important position in volleyball nowadays. I mean, as important as a setter.
Hey, let's give Cora Garcia a lot of credit. She's playing fantastic. It might be an effect of team chemistry, but in terms of play out here, Garcia's been fantastic.
Absolutely, and I think, like I said, they're serving her.
Another pass in system. Yeah, they're testing her, and with good reason. And I think that's a great move by Coach Robley. 23-15 after that shot is out. So Fresno City 2 points away from taking set 1.
What do you do with all this red in the stands? You know, the red of the Renegades and the red of the Rams.
Very true. Very true.
Camarillo outside. Zepeda gets it over the block. Gets it right back at her, an overpass. Renegades can score here. Garcia back to the service line. Well, Coach, what do the Renegades do to have to adjust?
Well, I think, number one, they got to pass the ball better. You know, I think they're way out of system and they're just not putting balls away. Fresno setter is doing a good job giving the hitters hitter balls when they go out of system.
Absolutely.
But right now, Fresno is winning the serving battle, that's for sure.
Yeah, Emmerling really having her way. It's another point for Bakersfield. They cut it to a 6-point deficit. Garcia with a tough float serve. Bump set near side. This is Gonzalez. She puts it in play, but not down. Dug out nicely by Medovich. Camarillo and Gonzalez. Wow. Let's see the battle on the net.
Once again, I think they are going to the D attack.
How about Gonzalez hanging up there? Let's see if we can catch this on our other replay shot.
That was a very athletic move.
Little hang time there, and an ace to close out set number 1, 25-17. The Gades are going to have to regroup. set one in the books. It goes to Fresno City, and the winning ways continue for the Rams.
Mike, here's something you don't usually see. Opening set, Fresno, all 6 starters had kills. 3 for Gonzalez, 3 for Carripo, 2 for Leak, 1 for Briggs, 2 for Emmerling, and 1 for Castleman. That doesn't happen too often. 6 players and all with kills.
What does that stat tell you, Coach?
Well, this setter is doing a good job spreading the ball around, keeping everybody involved.
Emmerling had 10 assists.
I think one thing that I noticed in that first set for Fresno City, they're running their offense, but they're selling going to their spots. So I saw a couple times with Carrie Leak specifically, after she had that big kill and the big swing going off of the slide, she kept on selling that slide, but that brings over a blocker. Now you got to respect that. You get one-on-one on the outside and good things happen in terms of the hitting game.
Well, Bakersfield was a little more predictable with their offense again because they were so off balance.
Yeah, I mean, they're very top-heavy in terms of who they're going after. It's Laney Camarillo, Penelope Garcia, or Penelope Zepeda. Both those players, 300 kills plus here in 2018. So, versus you have 5 players in triple figures here for Fresno.
Zepeda had that ace, and she had 4 kills in the opening set.
Really the focal point. Another big swing on the near side, Carripo.
Also at the net, 14 blocks for Fresno, only 1 for Bakersfield.
Excuse me, Castleman on the kill.
Yes.
Vang back in for Fresno City. Set Camarillo, and that one off of a touch will score for the Gades. Feel free to chime in, everybody on the chat. If you're on a computer, you have an opportunity to give us a shout out. Let us know who your favorite players are. That one into the twine from Bain.
Again, you can see that Fresno served 3 aces in that first game. It's not indicative of winning the serving battle, but
definitely helps.
They're definitely putting more speed behind that ball.
Oh,
it
yeah.
Definitely helps, yes.
Well, there's speed. There's also some sideways move in all those balls, and those are tough to pick up. Garcia does a good job on that one. Sets up Lopez. Lopez can't put it down on the hardwood. Gonzalez hits the antenna. The point will go to Bakersfield. Three to 2. BC with a 1-point lead. Well, Fresno represented very well today, not only here but up in Ventura. Unfortunately, a loss for the top seed in the North in men's soccer, going down to Golden West 2-0 earlier today. That one off of the high hands from Gonzalez. Armendariz looking for the center dump. Gonzalez said, not right now. Camarillo bumps it over. Free ball. Gonzalez, big swing off the block.
So Fresno is going with the high ball offense to the left side. But it's pretty effective. The hitters are doing a good job moving the ball around.
2016 team, they were very balanced. At Jenna Goldsberry was the MVP of the tournament, but a little bit different team this Fresno one in 2018. Taller, bigger players, better at the net even.
That one bumped up and in. Zepeda again.
Yeah, overall, yeah, it is. But they got the 2-3 hitters she had in 2016 were pretty good.
Pretty good, right? Right.
They were very physical.
Yeah, their 2 outside hitters were dominating.
Yes.
Fresno outside. Gonzalez rears back and gets roofed. Armendariz, how do you like that? 924 assists on the year, and she can do that when she's in the front row.
Well, this is where Bakersfield can capitalize. Now you have the setter in the front row. If he can get him off balance, the offense becomes a little more predictable.
5-3 into the top of the tape from Camarillo. Well, we saw the serving bug, or the serving error bug, really plague ARC in their first set earlier today versus El Camino, but they were able to right the ship, eventually winning 3-1 versus the 2 seed in the South. Or the 3 seed in the South, right?
Yes.
That one put down for Bakersfield.
Carson Loudon from American River got intimated at the end of the match when we were talking to her. about that first set and how really they were terrible in that first set.
Big
swing. But it went to their advantage because she said they hadn't seen us.
Yes.
They didn't know what we could do.
Absolutely.
Castleman back into the front row for the Rams and makes her presence known immediately. That's a huge swing, and she got up on that one. Camarillo out of the back row, can't get on top of it. It's out.
Fresno throwing Bakersfield off balance.
Yep.
Definitely serving tough.
That one out. Gonzalez a little bit long. Cepeda back to serve it. Big swing, not down. That was Armendariz rather that was serving. That was Cepeda on the hit. Leak off a touch. Renegades don't like to call. They're saying nobody touched it. Coach, what'd you see?
I thought it was out. I didn't see a touch.
Two judges signal immediately. Maybe it was somebody who wasn't featured in the play to get a hand on it. The point goes to Fresno, tied up at 7-all. Camarillo out of the back row and mistimed her jump, puts it into the net.
Once again, passing is not serving Bakersfield well here.
Bakersfield struggling in the serve-pass game. Better from Camarillo. Cepeda rears back, can't put that one down. Great pass from Gonzalez. Back row attack. Gonzalez scores it. Marina. What an athlete.
Yeah, the Rams, people may not know this, so we'll let them know. They have a mini dynasty out there in Fresno as far as the conference is concerned. 112 consecutive wins in the Central Valley Conference. Think about that, 112 in a row against CVC teams and 12 consecutive CVC titles. Yes. Unbelievable.
Absolutely. They've done a great job at Fresno building a dynasty.
And the thing is, they often never get into a deep match in those matches, so they never have that bad match.
They never get tested. That was a good deep serve by Bakersfield.
Castleman set up by Gonzalez. It's bumped over. Miscommunication between Castleman and like Emmerling.
And that's how you have to put pressure on a team like Fresno. They got athletes, they got attackers who can. So you got to throw them off balance.
That's another good serve. That's a great serve from Cepeda. Bumped over by Gonzalez. Garcia not there. Camarillo can't really get much on it. Back set, no. Quick set, Bain can't put it down. Sent over by a Leak. It's a great pass from Garcia. Back set. Lopez out. Coach, you just can't have it. You're in system. You get a free ball. You got a good one going your way. You get a great pass. And really the set and the hit really not there.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a good swing. I mean, you want him to swing hard. And if I probably would tell it to swing again. You're going to make errors if you want him to take risk.
Near side, Camarillo looking for the placement. Leak all over it. Go right back to her. Double block is there. But Leak able to get the high hands and it falls
makes
to
an
the wood.
Adjustment, huh? She made an adjustment there.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So Vang back to serve again now with a 2-point lead for Fresno City.
Definitely serving tough.
Miscommunication. And Coach, that's probably the first time that I'd seen a miscommunication between Garcia and Camarillo. Did not communicate well on that ball. And you wonder right now, that play indicative of a lack of synergy and cohesion on the Bakersfield side. 12-9, BC takes a timeout. Back in a moment. much like what we saw in the first set, back and forth early on, and now in the middle of the set, Fresno starting to pull away, leading at 12-9.
Absolutely. Again.
Camarillo, cross court, good swing, great placement. That's quick side out of the timeout for Bakersfield.
Again, they were imbalanced. Good pass, set, and hit. Simple volleyball.
We're going to learn a lot about Bakersfield in this set because this year, with that 19-match winning streak and with Fresno's, neither team has really fallen behind in any of their matches going way, way back.
Absolutely. 100%.
So this is a new territory for Bakersfield being down 1-0 in this match.
They were down 2-1 against Mesa, weren't they?
Let's take a look.
Back row attack, Gonzalez.
That's right.
And that's
right in the regional.
In the regional.
That's right.
That's tough. That's tough. You have Emmerling, you have Carripo, and then you have Leak in the front row, and then you have Gonzalez in the back row. So plenty of options for Emmerling. There's a slide. A slide from Leak. Nice job by Emmerling setting her up.
It's such a tough ball to block and defend. If he can run it effectively, he can score a lot of points running the slide.
It's essentially a transition hit because you're moving the block and you have to get over quickly.
It's just tough to defend.
Good serve, better pass from Camarillo. That one's going to score for Bianca Logsden.
If you notice, Fresno is going a spread block. If Bakersfield can be insistent and pass the ball and they can run the quick attack, it's a 1-on-1. But the key, again, is pass the ball.
Bakersfield knots it up 13-all. Vang, Gonzalez blocked back over, and the Renegades have seized the momentum here in the middle of the set. Oh, hey, we're finding a lot about Bakersfield. Yes. They're resilient.
Yeah, 25-1.
Logsden with the block on that one. They set up the back row. Garcia unable to handle it. Pretty good swing by Kennedy McDonald. Leak will come off.
Coach Mardini, talk a little bit about how the swing it's been from the south to the north as far as some of the better teams. It seems like in the last couple of years, obviously, Cabrillo with their couple championships, Fresno with their championship in 16. But even at this tournament, you can see the North teams are really, really strong.
Absolutely. It's becoming more balanced in the state of California, and we want it to be that way. But yeah, you see more talent coming from the North, and it's really good to see.
Really started to see a shift when Cabrillo won it. I believe it was 2014.
13, yep.
Yeah.
That was at COC.
No, 13 they won at Foothill.
Yeah.
And
Foothill,
15 is when they beat me.
At COC, yeah. I remember.
I remember too.
Yeah, you don't forget that, do you?
I don't forget.
You don't forget the losses, do you? Right?
Don't forget the losses. I don't forget the wins either.
15-all.
3 state titles.
Thank you.
Yeah, the pedigree speaks for itself, Coach. And appreciate your time here today. That
my pleasure.
On the Fresno side. Well,
they're starting to serve better now, Bakersfield, and pass the ball better.
I was just going to say that.
Yes.
Bakersfield really starting to kind of find their groove in the service game. The passing could improve, of course, but when you start to reel off maybe a couple, 2, 3 really tough serves to manage, put yourselves in a lot of positions to succeed here.
Absolutely.
Gonzalez to the back row. That was a quick rotation for Gonzalez at the front row. Exactly what Bakersfield wanted. Now can they capitalize? Well, they didn't want that. Gonzalez out for the tape and down.
They turned the favor.
For the ace.
I think the libero for Fresno is doing a real good job.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not sure Bakersfield is serving her on purpose. I don't think they are. Just missing their serves.
Bump set from Garcia. Sets up Zepeda with a roll
This
shot.
is where Fresno is very good.
Carripo down the line. Garcia with a bump set near side. Quick step close from Zepeda. Zepeda gets it over. We're not done yet. Carripo, big swing, and in. Almendarez.
You know, it's interesting. You watch these matches, and you look at the first match, West Valley. they scored a majority of their points on long rallies.
Long rallies. Armendariz is doing a really good job with her hands.
And now she's doing a pretty good
serve.
job in the service game with an ace. Long foots Gonzalez. Well, that's not missing your spot when you go after exactly who you're going after. And Gonzalez trying to make her work in the back row. You go right back at her again. Gonzalez handles it better that time. Back set. Castleman has it blocked back over. Free ball situation. Back set. Lopez and an illegal touch from Armendariz. Coach, a bit of an overpass there from Garcia, or do you think that's one that Armendariz needs to handle?
I thought the ball was a little bit tight. A little bit tight, not too much, but the referee called it a little tight as well.
Not a lot of margin for error there. Fresno now serving at 18-all. They go to Zepeda. Zepeda off the top of the net, hits the antenna, and the lead back to Fresno City.
Nitty-gritty time right now for the Renegades.
Yes.
Just get the feeling that you have, if you're going to have any chance at winning this match, you're going to have to win the second set and go into the third set 1-1.
Absolutely. It's tough to be down 0-2.
Service error results in a tie score at 19-all. Back to serve is Penelope Zepeda for Bakersfield.
Again, they're serving the libero.
Big hit up top. Leak. Carrie Leak. Whoa. Nice job there, Emery Johnson.
Every time she serves, she scored points for them.
Vang's been doing a great job in the service game.
Look at that
that's another
serve.
tough
That was a
one.
really good
Handled
serve.
well by Armendariz. Late to react, Camarillo. Well, that was not a great pass from Garcia, but Armendariz did the best of it to keep it alive in the center. No communication. 2.1 after we were tied up at 19-all, and now Fresno 4 points away from going up 2-0.
That's a very good timeout by Coach Call. Destiny Vang scored the run of points every time she served.
Well, Coach, let's keep it here. What is Bakersfield outside of siding out? What do they need to do to get back into it? 21-19. That's a lot of separation at this point in the set.
Well, I think Coach Call is trying to serve area one because he's trying to put pressure on the setter.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's as effective with a team like Fresno. They were able to run the quick.
Yep.
I think they just need to attack, maybe deep, maybe put more pressure on the outside hitters. That's what I would do right now with my serving.
Really impressed with Mandy Campisi as well in terms of her game passing the libero for Fresno City.
Yes.
They're winning the pass battle throughout the game for much of it.
Absolutely.
You know,
They turned their blocking. They're doing good. They're scoring a lot of points with the blocking. But I think the transition game is where they need to be a little bit better.
You know, Camarillo led the team in kills this year, 363. And I haven't heard much of her name in these couple of sets. She's not been involved in the offense as much.
Yes.
Much like we saw in game number one, West Valley and their All-American being a little silenced by
neutralized a little bit, right?
And Fresno has a good front line right now with the blockers. Physical.
It's tough. You got Carippo, you have Leak.
Good block.
Back row, roll shot from Gonzalez, not there. Bump set near side. It'll go to Camarillo. Camarillo can't put it away. She'll get it right back and put it off of the shoulder of Carrie Leak. Maybe she was listening to the broadcast.
Yes.
She's got a speaker in her ear.
Here we go.
Oh, you haven't heard my name for a while. I got this covered.
So now they have a better matchup at the net.
At the net, right. Yep.
21-20. Camarillo into the block and down and unable to corral that. That's Emmerling. Emmerling, Leak, Carippo up front for the Rams. Emmerling, quick set, Leak didn't time it well, but she gets it over the block and down on the hardwood, and the coverage just has to be better behind that block, Coach.
Absolutely. This is the ball that's got to be up.
22-21.
So to answer your question, Bakersfield has to pick that ball up if they want to win.
It'll be very difficult to come back from 0-2, and there's been many that have, but Fresno with this momentum, if they pull this set off, it's gonna be
Gonzalez out for the high
tough
hand.
Job for
That's a very good hit.
Stays alive from Zepeda. Bumped over. Free ball here. That one blocked down, but not on the Fresno City side. And Carrie Leak scores again with the slide. 23-21. 2 points away from going up 2-0 in this match is Fresno City. Win or go home quarterfinal action here in the 2018 Women's Volleyball Championship. Quick set in the middle, not put down, handled well. Gonzalez, roll shot down the line. Armendariz can't contain it. Set point, Fresno.
Gonzalez doing a really good job chipping the ball down the line. Bakersfield having a hard time digging that ball.
McDonald can end it right here with a good serve. Camarillo dug out. Outside, Gonzalez. Armendariz back set out of the back row. That's Zepeda. Well, pretty good synergy on that one, Coach. That's setting up the Bic, a back set, setting up the Bic. And
Yes.
that fooled everybody, including us.
Well, the defenders were caught moving on the Fresno side. But that was a pretty good set, pretty good hit. Both teams deciding not to block the back row.
Jasmine Medovich now serving. McDonald handles that one okay. McDonald out of the back row. Centered up from Armendariz. And I don't know if this gets over. It's going to be at the net. Nope, 24-23.
Great play by Medovich.
And we're going to have a timeout called by Karen Robley.
Once again, Bakersfield serving area one.
And let's see if they can
stick into
force a win by 2 situation. Bakersfield not going away yet. Oh, Robert Lewis, I think you brought up nitty-gritty. We're there. 24-23, Fresno City. 1 point away from a 2-0 lead, but Bakersfield on a rally.
The ball's going to go to Gonzalez.
Setter dump from Emerly. She tries to force it. McDonald out of the back row, blocked back over, and win by 2 coming up. Blocked over by Logsden.
Wow.
Logsden got brought in a little while ago, kind of changed the momentum.
Very true.
She got the start, didn't really hear from her. And then now she's making her presence known. Gonzalez on the far side with the hammer.
Back to set point.
Oh, that's a pretty good swing. That's
Pretty
a very
swing.
high hit.
Yeah, pretty good result.
Yes.
So Campisi. Chance to serve it out here in set 2.
Out.
Tough float serve. Garcia unable to get it
Saved
down, but
it.
it's saved. Not out of it yet. That one off the block, and that will do it for set 2, 26-24. Bakersfield digs deep, but can't find a way, and they are on the brink of elimination. Set 3 coming up. We head to set 3, 2-0 Fresno City with a commanding lead. Renegades did not go away in that second set, but eventually fall to the Rams. And Mike Cepeda, Nabil Mardini, and Robert Lewis joining you. And Coach, after that energy, that much expended by Coach Carl Pereira and company, how do you respond here?
I think you have to make sure that you stick to the plan. Don't try to change much. They serve better and they block better, so you have to focus on what they did so well and kind of build from there. And the 2 games are gone. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to keep plugging away. Is it hard to come back from it? Yeah, of course, against a team like Fresno, but it's doable.
So I took another look, Mike. Statistics in the second set. They did it again. All 6 starters got kills. Gonzalez with 4, Leak with 4, Carippa with 2, Castleman with 2, Briggs and Emmerling had 1 each. 2 sets, all 6 Fresno starters kills in both sets.
Good. So Emmerling continues her stellar play at the center position for Fresno. Carippa can't find the hardwood. They thought it was over.
Yeah.
They were coming together. They're able to save it. Overpass. Leak puts it over.
He caught it over.
Over ball. Hands over the net. And that's unfortunate for Fresno.
Yes, they're definitely winning the hitting. They're out hitting them too. They have more kills.
Camarillo has 8 kills for Bakersfield, but she also has 7 attack errors.
Absolutely.
And Zepeda's having a nice match. She's got 8 kills, only 3 errors, and a .263 attack percentage.
Castleman with a good swing, dug out by Armendariz.
This is where
Garcia sets up Camarillo, near side. Leak gets blocked over. Emmerling, Leak didn't get the ball over the net.
This is one thing that Fresno's doing better. Their non-setters are getting the hitters better hittable balls. You can see here Bakersfield struggling to get the ball to the hitters.
Zepeda serving for the Gades. Big swing, not down. Zepeda denies Leak. Gonzalez bump set near side. Lopez off the high hands and down. Oh, that's tremendous resiliency, not only in this match, but in that point right there for the Renegades. Quick 4-0 lead here in set 3. Lopez. That one, I think Leak was looking for the high hands, and a good job by the Renegades adjusting, taking the hands away. Do we have an overrule?
There's no overrule. He called a touch, yes.
I think was there initially called a touch?
They didn't. I don't think they made a call.
They waited.
They waited, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the replay, guys, and I'm not really seeing a touch there. So Fresno gets away with one, 4-1. The initial ruling was 5-0. Fresno finally gets on the board here in set 3. Emmerling, great set outside, moving the block, but the block was there. Good job by Lopez. She gets up on it. Emmerling dumps it over. Zepeda bumps to Camarillo, and Camarillo goes angle, and it's out.
Another attack error for Camarillo.
Yeah. They're serving her. They're putting pressure on her.
Making her move, and she's going to have to play better here if the Gades are going to have a chance.
That's that Vang.
Vang back at the service line. Another good one, very low over the tape. That one put down nicely by Vang. Coach, I'm noticing Vang with her serve, a lot of times she's going very low to the net. I wonder at what point do you maybe pick up on that and think about blocking that over as she's serving?
Well, you're not allowed. That's the key. 20 years ago, you can block. Nowadays, you cannot block the serve.
Gotcha.
It's illegal.
One blocked over. Leak denied. Back row, Gonzalez off of the tape. Zepeda sets up Lopez, and Lopez puts it away. Lopez from Zepeda, 6-2.
That's a very hittable ball by the non-setter.
Not bad for Penelope Zepeda. Out to a 4-point lead for the Renegades. That one put down Carippo.
Once again, Bakersfield serving area 1. Trying to put pressure on that setter.
Carrie Leak is listed as on the Fresno City roster as 6'1", and And Vang is 5 feet. I think just judging by watching all the players that I've seen so far in the tournament, they have the tallest and shortest player.
It looks like it.
Camarillo with the roll shot. Leak fires into the block, but not down. That one also not down. Gonzalez looking for the back line. She'll find it. Zepeda can't catch up to it. And it's a kill for Marina.
Yes. I think Camarillo is struggling with the pass, and it's affecting her hitting game. So give credit to the Fresno coaching staff.
Strong
good strategy.
Strong all-around match for Marina Gonzalez. She's got 8 kills, 2 aces, 8 digs.
Backs in Lopez again.
Yes.
So back-to-back swings results in kills for Lopez. Lopez will come off. She'll be replaced by Jasmine Medovich. Great showing by Sarah Lopez for the Renegades. 7-4. Bakersfield leads it. Here in set 3, down 2-0. Leak on top of the block. Finds the hands. Armendariz tries to get it over. Bump set. Camarillo pounds it, and she's going to find it. That's the type of ball right there. She gets a kill. Didn't swing away, but maybe that gets her going.
Maybe.
8-4.
This is a game where your libero in the serve receive, you can take some of the pressure off of her.
Bumped up. Oh, that's a great job by Emmerling, and I think that was out from Gonzalez. A little bit of a miss hit there, Coach.
Yes, barely out.
Didn't miss by much. 9-4. Fresno calls a timeout. Going to try to stop the bleeding.
Got a waiver next year.
9-4. Bakersfield firm control here in set number 3. Gonzalez trying to change that. Can't find the hardwood. Armendariz tries to set her dump and right back at you. Emmerling, that's a great job.
The dump.
Yeah. Dueling dumps results in a point for the Rams. Coach,
this is where
Carl Ferrell really talking about managing the emotions on the Bakersfield side during that timeout.
Absolutely, 100%. He talked about composure. 100% agree. You got to stay composed.
Campisi, a little long on the serve. Camarillo now back to serve for the Gades. Up with the 5-point lead in set 3. Set her dump, not there for Emmerling. She mistimed it.
Again, Fresno, they need to stick to what worked for them, which is get the ball to your best hitter.
What's unfortunate is that I think that play would have worked. Unfortunately, just not executed well enough.
Well, you took a swing away from Gonzalez, who's been very hot. Give her the ball.
Garcia able to get that one up. This will be free balled over. Short one from Zepeda. Quick set into the middle, dug out. Zepeda will set up near side. That one put down by Armendariz. Not away, she'll set up. Zepeda on the far side, and she'll put down the hammer. Penelope. And the Renegades have traveled well here to Solano.
This is where they can capitalize. They are in the 5-round rotation, Fresno, with the setter in the front row.
Need to go on a run right here and really do themselves some favors, get back in this match down 2-0. Gonzalez covered by Camarillo. Quick set in the middle. Gonzalez late to react. And the kill is down for the Renegades, and Logsden. Really like the energy that Logsden has brought to this team. Another timeout taken here. Fresno starting to get away from them, trailing 13-5.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach, what are the Renegades doing so well that they weren't doing in sets 1 and 2?
I think they did a good job listening to Coach Ferreira, was keeping their composure. They played hard from the get-go. You know, it's easy to start. I mean, it's very difficult to start the game down 0-2 and swing away and just go for the kill. And they started the game like they were up 2-0.
Yeah.
And that's what you need to do.
You know, Bakersfield was 9 years from their last appearance at the state tournament, and as Coach Ferreira had said in our state preview article, it was the worst postseason experience he ever had in his life. He said his team lost to Sacramento City. They picked up their gym bags. They went over to the second gym at San Joaquin Delta, and then they lost again in 3 to Santa Rosa, and then had to go home. But certainly a beaten team. But today, I don't think they want to leave after 3 sets again.
No,
absolutely.
Mount wins over Mount San Jacinto, San Diego Mesa. Mesa, round 2 that got them here, went 5.
Not only went 5, they were down 8-2, I think, in the 5th, or 8-3.
And that's the 5th set goes to 15.
Yeah. Yes, good comeback by them.
There were 3 teams that came back from significant deficits in the 5th set to make it to the state tournament.
Yes.
Renegades, one of them. We saw the resiliency in set 2, even though they went down, forcing a win by 2 situation. Great job by Zepeda, turning on it, going line 14-5. And the onslaught continues here from the Gades.
One of those teams that came back was Cypress. They're going to play Gavilan in the final match today. North 1 seed against the South 4. Cypress is going to be very difficult to beat.
As Cypress, the only blemish on the season for Irvine Valley, the defending state champs, came to Cypress. A very good team, and the top seed in the North in Gavilan are going to hand their hands full, that's
Absolutely.
for sure.
Cypress was down against Long Beach City College, and they scored the last 11 points in a row
I hear that.
to win at the 5th set. Unbelievable comeback on Long Beach City's home court.
Absolutely.
Miscommunication between Vang and Varana in the back row. 16-5. The wheels coming off here in set 3 for the Rams.
It would be interesting to see if Carl Ferreira would take Camarillo out and give her some rest now that she's in the back row.
Give her reset. No, Armendariz, she bumped into Logsden and caused her to illegally touch the ball. 16-6. It's so tough, Coach. I mean, you're already missing one of your best players. Do you maybe think about taking Camarillo? I mean, that's a tough decision to make.
Tough decision. Absolutely tough decision.
Double-digit lead here, but Fresno no stranger to coming back themselves. Castleman blocked back over by Zepeda and Logsden. Marina blocked over there. Double roof from Bakersfield. Fired up.
Their blocking has definitely turned on.
It's on another level.
Another level.
I think they need to go for a jugular, right? I mean,
yes.
They have to win this set.
Garcia gets it over. Big swing from Castleman off of a touch.
That's a big point for Fresno to stop this run. They finally got a break.
Yeah, able to stop a cracked dam from coming through, but the damage has been done here in set 3. They're down double digits, 17-7, even after that point. Armendariz sets up Zepeda off the top of the tape. Bumped up by Castleman. Quick set. It's Bain.
They're up by 8 points, or 10 points, 11 points, but it doesn't mean they cannot make a comeback. I agree.
We just saw one from Bakersfield.
Absolutely.
Fresno City, you have to imagine, not in the making or in the mold of going away. That's a great job. I just don't know if they're going to be able to get past this block.
That's a libero tap. So here the libero used her hands, but she's inside the 10-foot line.
Gotcha.
And the hitter attacked the ball above the tape.
So Ferreira all over it. Gets the attention of the referee. Point back to Bakersfield again, 19-7. Quick set in the middle. And that one going to score for
Coach,
Abby Briggs. Haven't heard a lot from Briggs here.
Coach for sticking to his gun here. It's very easy or very tempting as a coach to put your subs in. But again, remember, you do not want to lose momentum.
What about Fresno?
Absolutely.
What's the other side? They could throw their subs in right now.
They can.
Throw the set, right?
Absolutely, but that doesn't give the subs confidence. It's a tough call because now you're telling your bench players, we know we're going to lose the game, so it's a tough call either way.
Yeah, and Coach, in terms of taking out Camarillo, and I understand why he doesn't take out Camarillo when she was in the back row, maybe that affects her confidence and you don't want to take it away, especially when you're playing so well as a team here in the third set.
Yes.
Carippo dug out by
again,
Garcia. Back row, Penelope blocked over by Alik.
Again, this is where, as a setter, the Bakersfield setter would set Camarillo and get her going. Even if she makes, this is a good time to do it, even if she makes an error or two.
Yeah, good time for errors here, up by 11, set 3.
At least you're sharing the confidence with her.
Well, she had that kill that wasn't, well, as they draw him up, but it went in and bang off of her serve quickly as she sides out into the tape.
Absolutely. We tell setters all the time, find a way to get your big gun going, even when they are struggling on in some of the matches.
Got to light the fire, that's for sure, and that's the position to do it. Baez, tough serve.
Tough serve.
Service specialist, Shayna.
That's a serve that we haven't seen much. That's a tough serve.
It's twice they've gone after Vang.
Again, I think they're just going after the area more than anything.
Yeah.
Handled well that time. Here's Carippo. Carippo, miscommunication between Armendariz and Lopez. Garcia back in. Good work from Baez, service line. 22-11.
What's the mindset from both sides? I guess if you're Coach Ferrer, you want to end this set as fast as possible.
As fast
as you can. But then,
do
you want to do the same if you're Coach Robles?
Well, I think the key here again is making sure that you do not
set her down from Emmerling.
Do not let up, so you don't let them make a run. See now they're getting confidence.
Down, right?
You don't want to go into the next game
with a large
with that
deficit.
Or you don't want them to make a run and gain momentum.
Right.
Good pass from Garcia outside. Camarillo off of the block. She'll go at it again. Bump set. She'll get it over the block this time. Gonzalez right there for coverage. Emmerling with a bump set. Gonzalez looking for the middle of the court. Zepeda with a big swing out of the back. Dug out by Vang. Mistimed by League. Pancaked off the hardwood by Garcia. Zepeda gets it over. Again, Garcia right there. She is playing fantastic here, Coach. Bumped over, free ball from Zepeda.
I'm not sure why
opportunity.
She didn't go to Camarillo
Here
there.
comes the slide, but it's out.
I'm not sure why the non-setters are not going to Camarillo. They got to get it going.
Mike Savannah said it earlier in the match, but Garcia had really filled in well at the libero position. Hadn't played it all year long.
And Coach, something that we talked about at the top of the broadcast, obviously you're missing your best libero, your starting libero, and Jessica Morante. You're going to have a couple sets where you have to find that synergy. They found it. They're up 22-11. This is shades of set one with El Camino and ARC, and we're going to have an overrule and a conversation. A point going to go in favor of the Renegades, and now they're up. They're 2 points away from forcing a fourth set.
Absolutely.
Coach, what happened here? What are they talking about?
Well, they're talking about whether the ball hit the floor or not. So he was talking to the other referee, see if they saw the ball hitting the. But I think the down ref told the up ref that it was good. Yeah, it was off the hand.
They're talking about the pancake from Garcia.
Yes.
Good swing from Gonzalez. Camarillo can't get to it.
That is a very high swing against a very solid form block.
Yeah.
And they're committing on her too.
Good block, better hitting. Good offense, going to be better defense any day of the week.
Absolutely.
Campisi. Good pass. Quick set right in the middle. In system. Vang digs it out. Gonzalez rears back. Blocked over. Armendariz and Loxton. Set point Renegades.
Armendariz does a real good job turning her outside hand, not allowing that line shot to go through.
Camarillo serving here for Bakersfield. Gonzalez rears back. Garcia right there. Outside. Zepeda off the block, not down, still alive. Free ball. Garcia, good pass, setter dump. Armendariz not there. Campisi keeps it alive. Another free ball back to back. Outside, Zepeda with the hammer! And Bakersfield forces four, 25-12, emphatic fashion from the Renegades. And we'll be back in a moment. An emphatic response from Bakersfield. You kind of saw that coming. They came and rallied at the end of set two, eventually going down. But this could easily be a 2-1 ball game in favor of Bakersfield. Bakersfield right now trailing it here in set 4, 2-1.
Very interesting thing just happened right now. They just served. They started game 3 the same way they started game 2.
Serving area
winning. Well, no, winning off a let serve.
Emmerling sets up Leak. Leak up high but dug out by Zepeda. Camarillo with a roll shot. Gonzalez digs that one out. Outside. That one a kill for Carippo. Mia.
Mike, this is hard to believe, but they did it again, even in a loss. all 6 Fresno starters had kills. 2 for Gonzalez, 2 for Carippo, 1 for Leak, 1 for Briggs, 2 for Emmerling, 1 for Castleman.
Yeah, only problem, it didn't add up to 25 or close to it.
It didn't.
That went off the mark, no touch.
I just think it's stunning.
Absolutely.
That 3 consecutive sets, all 6 starters can get kills.
I think it's the game plan that she's just doing a good job spreading the ball to the hitters.
Ball, yeah.
And it's good. It's a good luxury to have as a setter.
Yeah, but Bakersfield
means you have a good balanced team.
Playing better decidedly here, passing better, serving better, and that's a roll shot from Camarillo.
See, that's the ball that did not drop in game 1 and 2. So you can see a little bit Fresno's being a little bit tentative.
Yeah, a little unsure of themselves. They were playing with a lot more confidence in sets 1 and 2, except for at the end of 2. I mean, they were able to gut that one out, but Bakersfield really storming back, 2-all, tied up here.
Serving
in the
area 1 again.
There's Leak. Man, that is deadly. Let's see the replay on the net cam here.
Went through the block.
See it there. 3-2 Fresno here in set full. Mike Zepeda, Nabil Mardini, excuse me. Robert Lewis. Lopez off of the block, not down. Back row. Bump set. Setting up Zepeda. Zepeda gets a pretty good swing on it, gets it deep. Leak blocked back over by Camarillo. Well, Camarillo only fourth on the team in blocks. It's really Brian Bain and Logsdon.
I think once again, they're both teams going to the back row attack a little bit too much. I think they need to go to their pin hitters.
Well, I think they're going to the back row attack, Coach. I think you're exactly right. But they're doing it and they're telegraphing it. It's very easy to adjust. Gonzalez through the block. Pancaked up again. Back set, Leak, not much on it. Garcia out of nowhere keeps it alive. Camarillo, Vang keeps it alive. Oh, Leak hits the net. How about Cora Garcia?
Doing an outstanding job.
Hey, kid, you haven't played all year. You're going to have to come into the championships and play libero versus one of the top teams in the state. Haven't dropped 19 in a row, Coach?
Absolutely. It happened to us in 2011.
Yeah. Back row again. That time Zepeda gets a good swing on it, forces the pressure. Outside, near side. This is Camarillo.
I would go to the outside again. You see,
they went to the back row and they got blocked back over. They'll set up Camarillo now, looking for the line. That one well covered by McDonald. Outside, Gonzalez with a swing and a kill, and Garcia can't contain that one. Some scrappy volleyball, Coach, and we expected that coming in, Rob.
Both teams want to win, absolutely. That's what it's all about.
An ace as Medovich unable to corral it. It's Campisi scoring for Fresno. Renegade faithful coming alive here. Pretty loud in that third set. Back row again, Zepeda, another good swing, and we're going to have a 2-tap. Double tap called on Emmerling. I'd say that's the third time we've seen Emmerling called for two touches.
Yes, she took that ball over to her left. It was almost inevitable.
Pretty good dig out of the back row attack by Zepeda from Campisi.
This is where Gonzalez, she likes to hit down the line.
They go to McDonald. McDonald blocked back over. Hit back over, rather. Emmerling. Roll shot. Near side. Zepeda down the line. McDonald right there. Bumped up high. They'll go back to McDonald out of the back row. Good swing. Not down, though. Zepeda with the hammer. Vang can't contain it. Zepeda's a menace on the net there, Coach.
Absolutely. This is what I think the setter is going to go to Gonzalez here.
Camarillo goes to Vang. Back set. That shot there. Briggs. We talked about Briggs. Really haven't heard a lot from her. Briggs Sixth on the team in kills, but very capable up front.
Once again, there was not a lot of speed behind that kill, but the setter was able to get the ball to her middle.
Briggs known more for her defensive prowess, but showing very well offensively in spots.
Seemed to be systematic though on moving different hitters.
Absolutely,
different hitter,
she's doing a good job. Yes.
Armendariz.
It doesn't always work, but it's working for them.
7-6 game.
Tight one again. Had to expect as much. Briggs can't put it away. Camarillo off of the block. McDonald right there. Back set. Castleman, haven't heard much from her. She gets a swing on it, but can't put it away. Camarillo dug out, but not contained.
We tell the setters all the time, the one thing you have to do, always go to your hot hitter.
Camarillo certainly starting to heat
up. Absolutely.
That was Irvine Valley in that third set against West Valley going to Cruz. 8 kills in the third set.
When in doubt, go to your hot hitter.
El Camino tried. 64 swings for Fina Leilua. Just wasn't enough.
Nope.
Gonzalez now serving, handled well by Zepeda. They go to the back row. They had Zepeda with a free run. What are you doing? She's been fantastic. Castleman gets blocked back over. No, that's going to be on.
Yes, that's a Bakersfield ball.
Yeah, Bakersfield point.
It hit the Fresno player on the way down.
Gotcha. It looked like there was maybe some miscommunication there.
Yes, the referees are not very sure.
That's a great swing. But Garcia again with the dig. Fresno out of sorts. Bakersfield with a 3-point lead. And do you maybe think about calling a timeout here if you're Karen Robley?
If Bakersfield somehow wins this match, I don't think Garcia's giving up that jersey.
I don't think so.
Armendariz puts that one out of play.
I'm almost positive she's a DS. She's probably a defensive specialist. She has a spot in the lineup. That's why, again, you're not looking at one position out of place. They're playing two positions out of place.
Correct.
Garcia overpass there. Well, a little bit of a jinx there. She's been so good here tonight. Overpasses that one. The lead cut to 1 for Bakersfield. Well, that's a good no timeout, I guess, if you're Karen Robley.
Absolutely.
Easily could have called one to settle down her team, but going with a Phil Jackson approach. Armendariz sets up near side. Lopez off the high hands. Gonzalez contains it. Castleman far side. Swing. Knocked down. Dug out. Guess who? Camarillo. Bump set. Near side. Carippo is out. Trying to go angle. Bakersfield shoots out to another 2-point lead here. Zepeda now serving. Tough jump float. Handled pretty well by Gonzalez. She'll hit it out of the back row with a roll shot.
Serve,
great swing from Marina Gonzalez.
She bailed them out.
That's what great players do.
Absolutely. That's one of the strongest rotations for Fresno, rotation 3.
So Vang back to serve. She's so effective in sets 1 and 2. Has tapered off in the service game a little bit. Pretty effective right there. Camarillo is going to get one off of the block. Vang gets it up. Leak. Angle. Out.
That's actually a pretty good swing. That's the first time I see her cutting that ball.
Need to get her going in system on a slide. See if you can get her going. She was so effective, especially in set 2.
She's been hitting the ball straight away, and Bakersfield doing a good job blocking it. It's the first time she turned it. So if I'm a coach, I would encourage that.
Leak again. Armendariz.
That was right victim. At the All-American's face right there.
It's a very good decision by Katie.
Armendariz coming in with 178 digs on the season.
Gentlemen, we have a match.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Barn burner in game 3 on the day. One more after this. It's Cypress and Gavilan. Nice swing on the far side by Lopez for the point.
I'm surprised he didn't call the double on that one, the way he's been calling it.
Well, Mike Terrell was on earlier, and hey, he appreciates consistency as a coach from a referee.
Absolutely.
That's a great serve. Yep. That one going to be a 4-tap as
Medovich.
Very effective. Jasmine back at the service line right now. She's on a bit of a run. That one.
Serving good. Doing a good job serving deep.
Yep. Deep with pace. Zepeda saves it. This one's going to be out. Looked like that one was maybe had the shades of a bit of a rally.
I agree.
Campisi. Mandy. Serve it up. Great pass. Armendariz blocked over. Abby Briggs. Briggs second on the team in blocks on the season, behind only Carrie Lee coming into these championships. Big block there due to a 1-point deficit.
And Armendariz has not had to deal with that. She usually gets her 4 or 5 kills on dumps, and she's not getting it as easily today.
Armendariz needs to go to her hitters. She's got to get Camarillo going.
Zepeda with the dig and the dunk out of the back row. How about that? (15-13) set number 4. Camarillo serving for Bakersfield. McDonald with a nice pass. She'll get it out of the back row. Roll shot. Great coverage by Zepeda. Zepeda with a quick step close up front. Looking for the back row. Campisi right there for Fresno. Gonzalez with a swing.
Very nice hit.
I've noticed the hitters are less using the roll. You don't see it as much. Why do you think that? Why is that?
I'm not sure. I mean, they're both swinging away, but once again, they go into the back row attack a little bit too much. Both teams are doing a good job defensively.
Camarillo into the block.
Briggs.
A little bit out of sorts there for the Renegades, and it's going to tie it up at 15 apiece.
Briggs is becoming a big story for Fresno.
Absolutely.
Especially here in set 4.
Some players really step up when it counts, right, Coach?
Absolutely. That's what you want. That's what it's all about.
Castleman, Briggs, and Gonzalez up front. Free ball coming. Back set, no. Quick set, Briggs in the middle. Why not? She's been the hot hand. Camarillo's going to have to bump this far. Campisi with a perfect pass. Back set, Castleman. The hammer not down.
That was a Medovich dig.
Zepeda keeps it alive. Armendariz attacking from the setup position in the middle. Can't put it away. Gonzalez rearing back. Blocked back over. Tough angle. And Armendariz had a near kill. She gets a block for the point.
Armendariz again doing a real good job with her hands, turning the ball back.
You expected that from the All-American Armendariz. 924 assists coming in. Blocks on the season, 62. That's third best on the team. Back set. Gonzalez. Angle and it's in.
We knew where the ball was going to go.
I was about to say the pressure is starting to go the other direction, but now it's 16-16.
Absolutely.
So maybe Bakersfield does have to feel it right now.
And then now they're back again to not passing the ball well.
Outside, off of a touch, it's Carippo. Coach, one thing I have noticed in terms of Cora Garcia's play, very good in terms of the digs and coverage.
Sorry, Mike.
And we do have a timeout called by Carl Ferrero.
I thought Ferrero would call the timeout there.
Absolutely.
Going
to settle down the troops. Getting back to the point there,
yes.
Cora Garcia, pretty good in terms of digging the ball out. In terms of her bump sense, a little shaky.
Absolutely.
17-16 Fresno now with a 1-point lead. Timeout on the floor.
That's the,
17-16 out of the timeout from Bakersfield. Quick set in the middle, blocked back over from Briggs, and that's a huge response out of that timeout by Ryan Bang.
I pulled some strings with the statistician. You know, I have that power.
You have a little clout in that position.
Marina Gonzalez, 14 kills right now for Fresno, 13 digs. Emmerling has 41 assists.
Wow.
Campisi, 19 digs. And for Bakersfield, Garcia, your player, the libero, 17 digs, 5 assists for Cora Garcia.
Good for her.
And then also, Armendariz has 25 assists, has 5 kills. Laney Camarillo has 10 kills, but 9 attack errors, 48 attempts.
Wow.
Stats very telling. That one off of a touch from Zepeda.
That is a very high hit.
Logston with 5 block assists for Bakersfield. And Briggs, 4 blocks, 2 solos. 5 kills for Briggs.
Zepeda, nice serve. Campisi handles it well. Leak puts it away. It's amazing what you can do with a really good pass. That was a tough serve, Coach.
A tough serve. They're serving area 1. They keep attacking area 1.
And that was Leak's 10th kill.
Wow. Again.
You thought she had more, right?
Oh.
Bang into the top of the tape. A couple times now we've seen Bang put it into the twine. And that's essentially
and it's interesting now. The ball is going to go to Vang, who just missed the serve.
They play with their confidence, and that's a great spot to go. Gonzalez looking for some placement here. Armendariz right there. Lopez into the net.
I get the feeling we got extra points looking at us for this set.
Absolutely.
Oh, we shot in set 2, 26-24. That one went to Fresno after they were up big. And then Bakersfield went on a run to force a win-by-2 situation. Didn't take long, but then the Renegades storming back in set 3.
Lopez a little bit tentative there. Again, we want him to take swings.
Zepeda, nice pass, set up in the middle. Gonzalez gets it up. Emmerling gets it over. Bump set, far side. Lopez again, back-to-back hitting errors for Sarah Lopez. Now 21-19. Fresno 4 points away from a date in the semis tomorrow.
Yes, but still, game is not over.
I'm surprised they went back to her after another error.
Garcia a little bit off the mark. Great bump set. Lopez gets it over outside. Gonzalez, big swing, dug out by Garcia. Zepeda setting up Camarillo down the line. McDonald can't contain it.
I mean, we know the ball is going to go to Gonzalez here. And they are in their best rotation. Rotation 5, Gonzalez is left front. That's 3 rotations with your best hitter. That's where you want to be. Bakersfield is going to have to do a good job serving, blocking, and playing defense.
Medovich serving Vang. Vang struggling right now in the passing game. McDonald out of the back row. That's a great bump up. Camarillo with the swing and through the block.
Coach, you've been telling Armendariz to go to your best hitter, and she finally goes to Camarillo.
Yes.
All that set up off of a great pass from Zepeda. Zepeda in system, Camarillo with the kill.
The ball is going to go to Gonzalez here. We know that.
21 all. No, it goes back. Leak! Blocked back over, but not down. Saved by Campisi. Emmerling rolls it over. Centered up, Armendariz. McDonald handles that very well. Outside, now this goes to Gonzalez with the hammer! Marina!
It should have been the first set. She's a hot hitter.
Well, I'll say it again. Nitty-gritty time again for Bakersfield.
Nitty-gritty. I don't have any nails left on my fingers here, Robert. 22-21. Fresno by the slimmest of margins. Near side. Camarillo! No touch. Emery, can we see the net cam? Did we get a touch on that ball?
Timeout.
We'll see the replay here. We'll have a pretty good look of it. No, it looked like it just hit the tape.
It just hit the tape.
And it's 23-21. Fresno 2 points away.
like definitely an upset in the making here. It's number 2. Bakersfield had been ranked number 2 in the state, and Fresno had been on the top 10,
yes,
in and out, and but they were the number 6 seed out of the North this year.
Fresno on the brink now, 1 point away from dispatching the number 2 ranked team in the state of California in Bakersfield. 24-21. They didn't go away in set number 2.
Yes.
And what a stunner. El Camino and Bakersfield, back-to-back matches to get knocked out.
This one
That's
out,
it. It's over.
and that's it. Fresno City defeats Bakersfield. Bakersfield had only dropped 1 game on the season. That was to Long Beach. Finished their season 25-2, and they are ousted by the Rams here in Solano.
19-match win streak goes down for Bakersfield. Fresno extends their win streak to 26 in a row.
That will do it, and that will do it for our coverage here in Game 3. Game 4 coming up. Gavilan, top seed in the North, will take on Cypress. Remember, Cypress, the only blemish on the defending state champs records. Irvine Valley College came to Cypress. The other game that Cypress played versus them went to 5. So something to consider there, and we'll have coverage of that for you coming up. For Nabil Mardini, Robert Lewis, I'm Mike Cepeda signing off. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you in an hour.